Are you allowing your ego and your false dreams to keep you isolated, allowing yourself to become demotivated because you're comparing yourself to other people? If you can recognize that in yourself, that can make you a better coach. And the reason I say that is because by being able to recognize the malaise of comparison and its resulting isolation or sense of loneliness, you can detect it when you see it in other people. So let's have a look at what it is that causes us to feel isolated and how comparison can be a road to perdition. No one is an island, but unfortunately, when we allow ourselves to compare ourselves to others, just as is stated in Desiderata, we're always going to be either destroyed or vain. When we compare ourselves to each other, we have to understand that there are always going to be people who are better than us, and there are always going to be people who are worse than us. So when we compare ourselves to other people, we can either end up with a swell head or we can end up feeling destroyed. When we compare ourselves to other people, we can find ourselves lacking in motivation because we feel we can never achieve the heady heights that they have achieved. Or we can always allow ourselves to feel better than somebody else. If, as a coach, you are scrambling around and comparing yourself to other people, I want to suggest that you nip this in the bud. And I want to suggest that you stop this aberrant behavior now. It isn't helping you, and it won't allow you to help anybody else. By comparing ourselves to other people, we're providing ourselves with a get out of jail free card, aren't we? Because we're providing ourselves with a means to not try hard enough. If you compare yourself to somebody who's doing so much better, what is going to be the result? All that's going to happen is that you're going to experience envy, jealousy, rage. You're going to experience all of those anxieties and those niggling little feelings, which are going to be negative, and they're going to sap your power. The way around this is to work on yourself first. Work fundamentally on becoming the next better version of yourself. And if you can work on becoming the next better version of yourself starting today, then you are better able to assist others to do the same. And this is a case in point. You may be listening to this and watching this because you want to become a coach and you want to do the work on yourself in order to become a good coach. And if you're following my mission, then you will be accessing these materials because you want to do it quicker than I did. And more power to your elbow. I will allow you that comparison. However, however, if you want to be a good coach and you want to expedite the process, I would strongly suggest that you deal with the malaise of comparison and you shake off the isolation and you join a tribe. It could be my tribe, it could be somebody else's. I care very much that you join my tribe, but I don't ultimately care if you choose another better tribe. It's not the problem. It's not the issue. The issue is that if you can access the means to become a better version of yourself, then as a coach, you can encourage others to do the same. But if you can't do that because you're wrapped up in comparison and you find yourself isolated, then you're not going to be much use to other people because, simply put, you're not going to be able to walk the talk. So if you find yourself hamstrung, limited, or in deficit, shall we say, because you are spending too much time comparing yourself to other people, I strongly suggest that you stop. And I strongly suggest that the best remedy for this is to work on becoming the best version of yourself that you can. Start to dedicate yourself to making those small incremental improvements on a daily basis. It could be improvements in your own techniques. It could be improvements in your own knowledge, your own expertise. As I've previously said, don't go floundering around looking for every snippet of information available to you, but choose one true course and direction that you wish to pursue, and then put your focus into that. You will find that the more you focus in a disciplined manner on being the next better version of yourself, the less you will be likely to want to compare yourself to others. And as a result of that, you will find the right tribe and you will find the right people and you will join that. And as a result of that, you will no longer feel isolated and lonely. I'm not providing ready-made relationships here for you. I'm not saying that this is like some kind of convoluted dating system. What I am saying, though, is that if you want to overcome isolation, you need to become something that is worth belonging to, something that is worth sharing. If you become something that is worth sharing, hand on heart, because you have your own internal honesty locked in, you will be more likely to share with other people. You will feel better self-worth. You will feel like you have something to contribute. The reason you feel isolated, because you're comparing yourself to others and giving yourself a hard time, is that you're giving your own self-worth constant knocks, chipping away, undercutting yourself, undermining yourself. Stop the rot. Find a worthwhile direction to take. Focus on that worthwhile direction. Become the coach towards yourself that you want to be towards others. Now, I hope that this is useful to you. I found this whole process very useful to myself. And I can share this with you hand on heart because I've done the work on myself. I'm not drawing a line under it, don't get me wrong. I've still got better versions to become. But I'm on the right journey. I'm going in the right direction. And so this is what I'm recommending to you. The reason that I feel empowered enough to be able to reach out and describe these circumstances to you with this amount of genuine sense of honesty is because I've done the work. Join the tribe. Become a fellow seeker. Do the work yourself. Click the link. Yada, yada, yada. Put a comment in the box below. Take a valuable first step. If you don't put a comment in the box below this video, put a comment in box below some other video that you feel is worthwhile. Do not engage in negative, comparative, isolationist actions. Say something positive. Become that guy. Become that girl. And remember, you can start today. And my strongest advice I can offer is whatever it is you dare to do or dream, begin it now. Until the next time, fellow seeker, I'll catch you on the other side. Peace out.